Are you serious? Are you serious? Breaking news. We have information coming in right now. Vladimir Putin is saying that the Russian troops will leave Syria if he is asked. This report just coming in, President Vladimir Putin of Russia said his troops will leave Syria when the war is over, if the Syrian government asks them to. Now, first of all, when is the war over? And second of all, he will leave if they ask him to. That, to me, is a very soft position, as if to say they're never leaving. Russia entered the Syrian civil war, they call it. It was during the Arab Spring, back in 2015, to back his longtime ally, President Bashar al-Assad, helping the government retake most of the territory held by rebels. Russia currently operates an air base and a naval base in Syria. The Kremlin has criticized the U.S. military involvement in Syria, saying it is not authorized by the United Nations or by the Syrian government. Speaking at an energy conference in Moscow, Vladimir Putin said that all foreign troops should leave Syria when hostilities cease. Asked if Russia would be willing to leave as well, Putin said Russia would withdraw its troops if the Syrian government asked it to. Now, earlier, President Bashar al-Assad was told, a little-known Kuwaiti newspaper, that Syria has reached a major understanding with other Arab states after years of hostility over the country's civil war. The interview in the Al-Shahid newspaper published today says Assad's first interview he's given to a Gulf newspaper since the war began, since the beginning of the Arab Spring in 2011. This has been going on for 7 years. He does not name Arab countries, but says Arab and Western delegations have begun visiting Syria to prepare for the reopening of diplomatic and other missions. Syria's membership in the 22-member Arab League was suspended in the early days of the Arab Spring, and the Arab countries later imposed economic sanctions even. But Saudi Arabia and Qatar have supported opposition groups fighting to overthrow Assad. So are we beginning to hear the sounds of silence? In other words, is this confrontation about over? ISIS has pretty well been wiped out for the most part. The United States made sure of that. And then Trump has been slowly backing out of the way and giving Russia fully the position with Syria. The problem is the Russians brought the Iranians along with them and are parking them right in the back door of Israel. And this is creating a lot of tension, especially when the fact that besides that, they're smuggling weapons into Hezbollah of southern Lebanon, and they're supporting Hamas, and they are also funding the Houthis who are firing rockets into Saudi Arabia. So, what a convoluted situation this is. But this is the real world, folks. This is what's going on in biblical prophecy. We were told that these would be the nations that would be in conflict surrounding Israel. We'll keep a close eye on it. Is Russia leaving? Nah, not right now. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time. The hook is in the jaw. Remember, the hook is in the jaw. Ezekiel 38.